Truck driver, European Union. In the European Union, drivers' working hours are regulated by EU EC number 561 2006, which earned into force on 11 April 2007. The non-stop driving time may not exceed 4.5 hours. After 4.5 hours of driving, drivers must take a break period of at least 45 minutes, which can be split into two breaks, the first being at least 15 minutes and the second being at least 30 minutes. The daily driving time shall not exceed 9 hours and may be extended to a most 10 hours, no more than twice each week. The weekly driving time may not exceed 56 hours. In addition, this a driver cannot exceed 90 hours driving in fortnight within each 24-hour period after the end the previous daily or weekly rest period. Drivers must take a new daily rest period, and 11 hours or more daily rest is called a regular daily rest period. All alternately, drivers cannot split a regular daily period into two periods. The first period must be at least 3 hours of uninterrupted rest and can be taken at any times during the day. The second must be at least 9 hours uninterrupted rest of a total minimum rest of 12 hours. Drivers may reduce daily rest periods to no fewer than 9 continuous hours, but this can be done no more than 3 times between and 2 weekly rest periods. No comparison for the reduction is required. Daily rest between 9 and 11 hours long are referred to as reduced daily rest periods. Daily rest days may be taken in a vehicle as long as it has suitable sleeping facilities and is stationary. Multi-meaning. Multi-meaning refers to at least two drivers driving the same vehicles during each period between two consecutive daily rest days or between a daily rest and weekly rest period. Another driver is optional for the first hour of multi-meaning but mandatory for the remainder of the period. This allows for vehicles to depart from operating center and collect the second driving along the way. Perioded. This is done within an hour of first driver starting work. Vehicles manned by two or more drivers are governed by the same rules as single manned vehicles. Apart from daily rest requirement, when vehicles manned by two or more drivers, each driver must have a daily rest period of at least 9 consecutive hours within the 30 hours period starting at the end of last daily of weekly rest period. Organic drivers duties in such a fashion enables to crew duty to be spread over 21 hours. The maximum driving time for a two-man crew, taking advantage of this conversion in 20 hours before a daily rest is required. Although only a boat drivers entitled to drive 10 hours under multi-meaning, the second driver a query nucleously to be same driver from the duration of the first driver shift, but could be any number of drivers as long as conditions are met. Whether second drivers could claim the multi-meaning consensing in these concept depends of their duties or multi-meaning operations. The first 45 minutes of a period of abilities is considered a break so long as the co-driver does not work. Genres involving ferry of train transport. When the delivery and vehicles transport by ferry trains, daily rest requirements are more flexible. A regular daily twist, but the total increments must not exceed 1 hour in total. This allows for a vehicles to be driving on to ferry and off again at the end of cruising. When the rest period of incurred in the way, total increment rest period of still 11 hours. The bunker of cottage must be available during two rest period. Week rest. A regular weekly rest period, a period of at least 45 converting hours and actual working week start at the end of weekly rest period and finish when another weekly rest period in commands, which may mean the weekly rest is taken in the middle of a fixed Monday Sunday week. This is perfectly acceptable as the working week is not required to be against with the fixed week defined in the rules. Periodic compliance of all relevant limits. Alternately, drivers can take a reduced weekly rest period of a minimum of 24 consecutive hours if a reducing a taken off must be accomplished for by an equivalent period of rest taken in on block before the end of the third week following the week in question. The comprising rest must be attached to a period of rest at least 9 hours, approximately either and weekly or daily rest period. For example, if a driver reduces an weekly rest period to 33 hours in a week, one day must be compressed by attaching the 12 hours period of rest to another rest periods of at least 9 hours before the end of week. 4. This is comparison cannot be taken several smaller periods. A weekly rest period that falls into week may be continued in either week but not in both. However, a rest period at least 69 hours in total may be counted as two back of weekly rested. E.g. a 45 hours weekly rest followed by 24 hours period. Drivers does not expect a 144 hours working either in the after rest period questions where the regularly rest period is taken away from base. These may be taken in a vehicle's period has suitable sleeping, fertilized and the stationary.